February 14th, I drew a doll that I cannot have, which is the Draculaura vampire heart, and it is so beautiful, but it's unavailable. By the time I found out about this doll, it was like this year, like actual February, and she's just gone, and I can't get her. And there's another doll that's beautiful. This one, I'm never gonna get her. I see her for like 1,000 on eBay and Mercari, 800. I'm not getting her ever, but she is gorgeous. Okay, let's sit with the first drawing of the Draculaura. This is my first attempt. Came out like pretty okay. I was rushing, so I didn't really expect much. Um, I mean, I thought the colors were great. I didn't even bother to do the lace or anything. I was just done. I just threw on some stuff and then made it because I wanted it to be done by February 14th. But yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna really judge it because I was rushing. The second drawing. For the second drawing, I actually didn't really like, and I think I know why. Let me tell you. So I first started out with a sketch, and it's pretty nice. It kind of gave me like a Tim Burton kind of feeling, Corpse Bride kind of feeling to it. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cute, you know, like Corpse Bride plus, what are those dolls called? I got a forget the name. Anyways, this doll, I mean, this painting was pretty good, but I feel like it was the colors for me. The eye. I should have left the eye black. I don't like how the eyes look. They look very weird. And I should have colored the background at the beginning. I noticed that for me, because you can see like that tone under her skin. It looks so weird. It's just not right. And the eyes are just like weird. Everything's weird. I don't like it. But she is okay, I guess. Yeah. The third drawing. I actually really like this one, and I think it might be one of my favorites. So I started off with just like a comic. I want to do like a comic kind of, very plain, but like have my line art because I'm trying to focus on doing better line art than I usually do. So, at the beginning, I did the little line art, came out blah, whatever, and then I started painting the skin and everything, and redoing the line art. I ran into trouble with like a lot of stuff, like the perspective and everything, and the eye color. Oh my gosh, I cannot do eye color for anything. I need to watch a YouTube video on it because I am lacking in the eyeball spectrum of arts. So yeah, I'm just trying to find a color that goes in because the black was not working. I think it was like too black. I don't know. So I just went with a lighter kind of color and then started trying to do like highlights to eye, her see you. She see you and you see her. So I started doing the mouth. It was pretty basic. Just layered it plain, the base color, then the shade, and then some highlighting. It's very basic and very simple. Okay, and then you see here that I started working on the nose and I just couldn't get it right. I was like, God dang. It looked too tiny, it looked too weird at some points, and then I fixed it up and shaded it, and I was like, okay, whatever. Brought this little texture thing in there. And then I started to keep trying to fix the eyes. They were really a problem for me. I just couldn't find the right colors. So, let's see here. And I ended up coloring the line art. As you can see, it's like a purple color, an ombre effect, and I think it works perfect. I like that ombre effect. And then I started doing her lashes, make it pop, make it pop. Very easy, very, very simple. I think this was one of my favorite parts. One of my favorite parts of this is the lace. I feel like I killed it. Honestly, like it looks so good to me. I love how it turned out. It looks so pretty. Ugh, I loved it so much. And yes, I erased every single one. And I was gonna do the same one for this. It's crazy. And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do highlights with white instead of like erasing individually. It just didn't make sense. So yeah, I started doing the highlights and I did the underlines and everything, getting everything pretty. The dress, I feel like the dress came out good too in this one. I really like how the dress turned out. I think they did the right colors, right highlights and everything. Like I love how this dress turned out. And I didn't forget the pearls in this one. The flowers very easy. It was just same simple basic color, do some shading, and then try to add like an ombre effect with the gradient tool. I started working in the arms. Here I gave up. I was not gonna do that pattern. That pattern was so hard to do. I was like, how am I supposed to do this pattern? I just started copying and pasting because I was not gonna X out, do scratches and hitch crossing, whatever it's called. I was not gonna be crossing everything out, so I just started to copy it. And then I started doing the flowers, shading them, everything. The hands look pretty decent. I'm not mad at the hands, and usually I am. So I mean, they look wonky. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not too bad. And I started doing the hair. I really, really love how I did the hair in this one. Um, I need to find a better way to highlight though. But I love how it came out, and I love how I did like the background for that blue, so it can you can kind of focus on her silhouette more. And I fixed the writing for no Claude instead of what it was before. And then I just did some shading, some fixing up, and adding her little hair accessory. This is the first time I added it because I was too lazy before. But yeah, I added it and it looks pretty cute. Tell me what you think. I like it. I think it might be the best one. You think? I mean, if you don't look closely, just don't look close. Just don't look close. Stop looking close. Stop looking so close, bro. Back up. Back up. Back up. It looks nice, okay? Okay? Right, let's go for the fourth drawing.
This is all I got.
Mm-mm. The fourth drawing, I. This is basically a summary of what it was. It was just not it. It was not it. This is just a sketch, and it will never be finished. I'm gonna tell you why and how I messed up. So, I started doing the head, and it came out pretty good. I think the head came out pretty decent. My problem wasn't the head at first, but you'll see when I continue on. Like I said, I'm working on my line art again, so I'm trying to get it clean because the girl is messy with the pen. She's messy with the pen. So I started doing the eyes and the eyebrows. She's serving. She's serving, right? At least I think so. She's serving. She's serving a look, So I was like, okay, this is looking pretty good. I can't wait to see how this turns out. My god. So I started doing the hair and start shading. I think the hair turned out pretty good too, if I recall. Let me see. Yeah, the hair came out pretty decent. Nothing was wrong with the hair. Now this is where things started getting messy. I tried to do I never thought about what position she would be in before doing the head, and I should have did that before. This is why I had to just come up with a position in my head, not looking at a reference, for her to be laying down on some sort of couch, and it just looked weird. Her head looked too big. I don't know what it was. It looks like she has no neck. Her arms look weird. Everything looks weird, and I just don't like it. I was like, oh, this is turning out bad. I tried fixing the head. I tried seeing what was wrong. Was it the position it was in? Is it too far up? Is it too far down? Like, what is going on here? Because it looks terrifying. And I was like, okay. I just saved that thing. I saved it, and I was like, all right, I'm getting out of here. I just sketched the background of the couch because I knew from that moment I was never gonna finish this one. I had to let it go. It was just, I mean, maybe in the future, I don't want to say that. Like, this one really got me. I just really didn't like this one. Anyways, I started doing the hair accessory, and it's, yeah. Oh, I also tried to shade it in to see how it would look if I started to color it. Because I just wanted to see, like, is it that bad? Are my eyes deceiving me? Or is my talent deceiving? Like, I literally just can't. I didn't like it. I tried to color it, tried to see how it would turn out. Sucked. It sucked. It looked weird. Her position is weird. She looks like she's cramped. She looks uncomfortable. And I did not want to do that. Like, that's not serving. That's not serving. It's not. I really tried. Well, I didn't try hard enough, but I tried at the moment. I didn't have time to actually sit down and, restart again. So I was just like, you know what? This is it. The fourth drawing. Alright, the fourth drawing, I'm so happy. Like, I served you guys. I think I did a pretty good job. Um, I changed my mind after now, because, like, it's been a while since I drew it. But this is a, reference that I used, the makeup artist. I think that's your hashtag. If I'm not wrong, I do not know. I could not find it, but that's on the picture. So if you're looking for it, look for that, take a screenshot or whatever. So I started drawing it and everything. I think it's pretty decent. And I started doing the little things in the back, and I think it turned out all right. I mean, I could do better, especially at the top. I feel like I didn't do good at the shading. The angle was wrong. The perspective was wrong. So from the bat, it was not good, and I end up having to like fix it and try to fix it the best way I can. I added the gargle moral. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Frimlin. I don't know. Sorry. But I started to do that. Then I started doing the skin. And I was like, okay, this is kind of looking good. I really focused on my reference. This is why you need references. The other ones had no reference, like zero except for Draculaura herself. So I had this one a reference and everything was like looking good. The sun was up. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely good. I mean, like noticing back on it now, I feel like the eyes were too big that I did, but I'll talk more about that when I get to the end and you see the results. Here I have the lips, and I got bored and I did a mustache. But anyways, the lips, I think they're luscious. Beautiful. The eyes, the eye colors for this one, I'm not too mad at. I just feel like I should have found a way to make her violet eyes more vibrant. I feel like they're not vibrant enough for me. But it's whatever. Start working on eyelashes, highlighting them, the teeth, the mouth. I think it turned out pretty good. Everything's looking good so far. Start doing the hair. I love how her hair looks flowy, beautiful. Mwah. So I just continued doing the hair. And I ran into a problem. I didn't like how I was highlighting the hair. I was like, how do I make it, like in the sunlight, a direct sunlight in the hair? And I just didn't have the time to look for a reference, and I just had to just get this drawing over with. I just went to the dress. Now the dress, I think my favorite part is the dress. I think I did the best on the dress and the lace. Like they're so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I started working on it, and the problem I ran into with the dress is the highlights. Like the ruffles, they were so hard for me to do because I just didn't know how to do it. I was like, again, the direct sunlight. How is this gonna hit? How is it gonna look? Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have just layered like a blue, like a light blue on it. Maybe it would have been better. Anyways, I started doing her sleeves. They turned out great, better than last time. Her hands came out all right. You know, I had problems with the hair right here too. It was like her face looked weird. Like I said again, it's the perspective. I didn't get it completely correct, so it looked weird. It looked wonky. So I'm like trying to figure out how do I hide my mistake without it looking wonky too. So I just left it like that. It's alright. I tried to see if her heart would work on there, but it was totally fine. Also, the hair right here was messed up, so I had to fix it, and that's my results. I fixed the hair more up to the front and everything. So let's take a look closer, and you'll see right here. I'm so proud of that. I think it's the best part of the drawing. That you can see the messed up stuff, but like it's okay. And the dress again, the hair's alright, but the dress, I love how I did the dress. The face is alright too, but I don't like how the eyes look. I think there's a problem with the eyes and nose space. But that's basically it. Just me criticizing myself here. Um, thanks for watching this video. I'll probably do another one. Probably not. Goodbye.